Jolan, true Centurions, and welcome back to another episode of Starfleet Command. Orion Pirates plus mod. I'm Fleet Admiral Tarek of the battleship RIS Calum as we continue our campaign against the treacherous and deceitful United Federation of Planets. Last episode, they managed to destroy the Flama Penna through subterfuge and sabotage once again, although perhaps it is a random Romulan captain who has our number, because unfortunately, we blew up a King Condor. How did we explode? No idea. We frankly ran into another game glitch where it suddenly decided that, hey, you're going to explode. Why? No reason. It's more than a little frustrating, not gonna lie, to suddenly have lost our main King Condor, especially having only just recently purchased another King Condor, which puts our grand total purchases of number of King Condors up to 4. We could have equipped an entire fleet once over by now and replaced one. Unfortunately, the game has decided that it does not want us to have multiple King Condors, so we find ourselves in the unenviable position of having to once again buy a King Condor starting from 0 prestige, or near enough 0 prestige. I'm a little bit put out by this, as you may or may not have realized. So let's go and smash a whole bunch of Federation ships to make ourselves feel better. So, check our power requirements. We can increase the speed a little bit. Unfortunately, right now, we also only have... do we have ST? Were we able to afford Starhawks? Don't remember. And to be frank, I'm not going to risk it because I can't afford to replace them right about now. So we're going to hit this HTW-XV, a heavy war destroyer with a carrier module on it, and blow him into little tiny pieces. Of course, let us not forget our fire pseudo torpedo. And why are we charging plasma torpedoes so slowly? Surely our R-type plasma torpedo should be ready by now. But it does not appear to be so. Interesting and annoying for obvious reasons. We do have incoming fighters, which we will have to invest a little bit of firepower to kill, unless we can knock them down a peg or two. Now we can bounce off whatever firepower they've got. Okay, we'll let the Plasma D handle all of that. All the plasma torpedoes that we've got, which is 2, engage. We will have a few more ready in the next launch. There we go. And the final R-type plasma torpedo might be ready. Fire. Fire, please. Come on, shoot. Come on, shoot it. There we go. And we've managed to take a little bit of splashback damage from our stern-firing plasma torpedo, but everything is fine. Looks like the freighter is currently cruising around at a speed of 16 right about now, so wasn't able to get involved in the battle before his compatriot died. And we are still far beyond the range of which we can just annihilate him. So we'll increase the speed of time, no reason not to. I mean, what's he gonna do to us? Honestly, I don't think that he has any kind of heavy weapon that I care about. And wow, those pieces of that destroyer went a long ways. Settle on the speed of time. High. Actually, do I really want to? Just slow down the ship. You know what, just cruise on to a stop. By the time he accelerates up to speed, we may even have multiple plasma torpedoes ready to go on this instead of just the single R. We're almost there. He's up to 2. Wait a little bit longer. Remember, don't fire when you're on top of him, because that could end badly. It has several times. Fire the plasma torpedoes. All the plasma torpedoes. Oh, another one. Just make sure everything he's got. I don't think he's got... Yeah. Yeah, he did not survive that one at all. So managed to wipe out the little ambush that they did for us. Ambushes are good in this situation because ambushes will allow us to buy our stuff quicker because they pay out 550 prestige. They're a great way of making money. Hi, patrol on a planet. We're going to try and wipe this planet out and use it for our own devices. Because right now the trip between a friendly starbase and the forward line is starting to get kind of long. So going to battle posts and... Oh, there it is. Light cruiser. I'm assuming there will be another 2, maybe even 3 ships out here. You are actually a light cruiser. Interesting. So what kind of light cruiser are you? You are a CM, so you're a medium cruiser, not a light cruiser. Still technically in the light cruiser class, but not too incredibly weak. Make sure we set our plasma torpedoes to enveloping mode, and we'll go 4 and 2 and forward shields reinforced to the maximum. Thank you. And maximize the speed of time. Wait for his buddy to show up, which is another light cruiser, which is an NCD. He is a new drone cruiser. He will be launching 11 missiles per turn, unless the AI forgets how to do that, which sometimes they do. I don't know why, but sometimes AIs and drone cruisers just forget that they have drones. and then just skulk around trying to use phasers, which, as you may imagine, in a cruiser designed specifically to shoot missiles, relying on a phaser armament generally doesn't work out all that well. But then again, it may just be a factor of the game realizing that it only has slow and weak missiles, and not quite understand how to utilize them at all. Because it assumes, oh, he's going fast enough, I'll never be able to get a good shot in. Which, to be fair, makes a certain amount of sense. So apparently the medium cruisers are pretty much, yeah, they're improved normal cruisers. So the regular CAXs, yeah, they basically have the same armament almost. They're missing a pair of phasers here, but they've still got the 2 phaser 3s in the back, then they've got the 6 all around, plus the 2 nose ones, and then 4 photon torpedoes. They are pretty significantly well armed. So steadily get on in here, prepare all the plasma torpedoes, and I do want to fire from beyond self-destruct range, so there we go. And there they go. Boom. Target destroyed. That was a little bit dangerous because we know what happens sometimes when the game decides it wants to. Being right on top of your opponent can somehow get you killed, which is weird. So a pseudo-torpedo sent his way. Of course, he dumped a wild weasel, as it makes sense for him. He doesn't want to die, or at least he doesn't want to take the 60 damage, so 10 damage to all his shields from that Plasma S torpedo. Although I assume he doesn't realize it's enveloping. He might. There's nothing really to tell whether or not a plasma torpedo is enveloping or not, is there? I wonder how... Nah, I suppose in the board game you'd have to tell them. But in this game, not so much. So we'll fire a Plasma S torpedo his way. And as soon as we just get the... There we go. Make sure we get that angle on in there. It'll hit him for 60 damage, which will be 10 damage all around, because enveloping torpedoes hit all the shields. And knocked him down to red shields in quite a few places. Excellent. Unfortunately, none of our forward-firing plasma torpedoes are going to be ready, so we're just going to have to rely on phasers for a little while. And if I can get around to this weakened shield, I will rip into him like so. 40 more damage right on through that, apparently. And he did start dropping mines on us, which I wouldn't exactly say is the most recommended tactic, but he's not losing anything for it since that shield is down already. He did fire a whole bunch of things right now, but thankfully, our point defense system is more than capable of handling it. Although, at this angle, we can't shoot any... Oh, there we go. Managed to skirt around just a little bit in order to get the stern-firing phasers involved, and the forward-firing phasers are about to come back online. So we will be able to get a couple of nice, good hits on in here. Unfortunately, the R-type plasma torpedo that is ready, I don't anticipate will have an arc on this. Although, the side-firing plasma torpedoes that we have definitely will. So stand by, and there we go. One's an enveloping, one's a normal, so that's going to be quite a bit of damage there. And more stuff down, and there's the R-torpedo. Excellent. And it only took a single R to end his life. Light cruisers, not exactly the counter to battleships. Just not quite. Maybe, someday. If we were doing it, possibly. Probably not, though. That would actually be a really hard fight. 65 is the Empire defense, so it's going to take a little while to crunch on that one. So let's just keep pushing on. Place the threat down on the enemy. Apparently, we're starting to come through on the other side of this already, because I saw green on the other side of this tile. So maybe we've managed to come all the way through to a friendly station on the other side of this. All hands to battle stations, or battle posts, as they like to say. And make sure that we set up all of our systems pre-ahead. That way we can just hit maximum speed of time and chill for a little while. There we go. So target is a frigate, a frigate, a frigate. Oh, actually, no, I forgot. Surprise reversed. We don't need any of that. So 0, 0, shields, normal mode, please. Cut that down. And just how much energy do I have to spend in other places or from other places? None right now. But as soon as this is fully charged, there we go. All that energy now flows into the ship, allowing us to activate everything else. And 82.8 points of energy is being expended. Unfortunately, we can't go up like partial points of power unless we're at a hard limit of power. So I can't go up partial points of speed. Increase the speed of time to the maximum. We will be deploying our pseudo frigates on this time, so we'll figure out whether or not we bought the Starhawks or not. And there is a frigate, a frigate, a frigate. This one's a more powerful frigate, I believe. Oh no, there's our target. Our obvious target, yes. How are you? I do believe we're the next most powerful, so deploy. Yep, does look like Starhawks to me. So we should soar on in here and slow down the speed of time just so I can think for a moment. Pseudo-torpedo, all the plasma torpedoes, and turn. And we're just gonna coast on through, letting all that plasma hit. Hopefully it won't kill us. There we go. First one is destroyed, a light cruiser. And we'll follow up with all the phasers we have at our disposal. And we'll also fire a stern firing plasma torpedo his way in the 15 years that it takes for that weapon to fire. There we go. All the phasers going up. Managed to take another one out as we soar on through the battle, arcing gracefully on through despite our large size. We do need to slow way down though, because this kind of speed is not exactly conducive for charging weapons on ships so large. 2 FF pluses and a BFFX. So he has a G-type plasma torpedo, they have F-type plasma torpedoes. So again, the argument being whether or not it's worth to have Fs or Gs. I'm not quite sure that matters in this game 100%, because I don't know if you get all your energy back for holding an F. You might. I really should look into that, although probably in a ship that doesn't have all the rest of the plasma torpedoes in the universe. Let's see if the Wrathful Judge can survive our stern firing phasers, and no, he could not. Increase the speed of time. Why are we wasting time with this? Also, Starhawks, please finish killing him. Thank you. And target you. You are the last target. Start hitting him with the phasers. Incoming plasma torpedoes. Evade! Evade! Stern firing shock force. And there he goes. Target destroyed. Multiple pseudo-frigates and battleships. Able to wipe out the entire battle group with, well, ease. There's no other way to put that. It was easy, and we made it happen. 300 prestige, of course, for our troubles. Not a tile neutral. However, how are we doing? Yes, there are indeed green tiles over here. Unfortunately, there doesn't appear to be any sort of green station over here, so I suppose we're just going to have to send ourselves into constant situations of attacking this planet until we capture something. So apparently these are Merak shipyards. We'll hit the red alert and start to increase speed. Plasma torpedoes shall indeed be enveloping this time, because this is a less... no, we were at normal speed. Interesting. This potentially could be a proper fight. After all, shipyards are generally defended by powerful things. However, from what I'm seeing just dead ahead of us, that looks like a freighter to me. I could be wrong. Let's activate the scanners just to be sure. Yeah, she's a freighter. And no other targets at this time. However, we are escorted today by IKV Conqueror as well as IKV Decimator. Both are C-10 battleships and should be more than capable of handling a single FLPH. Yeah, I suppose we're running out of targets to throw our big heavy ships at, but this is a little bit embarrassing if this is all you can bring to the table. So, anything else? No, this is legitimately what this fight's going to be. Okay, fire pseudo-plasma torpedo, just to entice him to stop. And there's the starbase, or not the starbase, but the shipyard, the star dock, as they start to fire. Did you launch a... Yeah, you launched a scatter pack for reasons not quite known. I think this will do it. Yeah. So the defender's destroyed. We'll target the first star dock. Speed of time is still at the maximum. How much energy do I currently have? A whole ton, so we can invest more of it in more important things like traveling quickly. It does appear that the 2 C-10 battleships are actually moving to engage for once, which is pretty startling. Normally they get really bogged down and just wallowing back and forth, although he has just dropped all speed. So maybe he's getting involved in that. And we are about to overtake. Will our defensive plasma torpedoes handle everything? At this point in time, actually, it could get dicey. Because, yeah, it takes time for the defense systems to actually operate properly. And when you're at a high time acceleration, weird things start to happen. Now, the one advantage to these being Merak star bases is the fact that, aside from setting tractors to defense, we don't have to worry so much about their heavy weapons. They don't have any. Well, they have missile launchers, but as you can see, we're more than capable of handling a couple of missile launchers. So we're just going to, drive up to this thing and fire all our heavy weapons at it. Whoop, apparently... Yep, there we go. Turn that off. We don't need it. We're just going to steadily and slowly cruise on in here as he continues to blast away missiles. Because it was a very, very short fight, they are pretty much at full magazines. Hi, glad to see that you decided to get involved. And we'll slow all the way down and select an R-type plasma torpedo. Fire the pseudo. Fire. Oh, it's not ready yet. Fire this pseudo torpedo. And wait for the shuttle to show up. Hi. Yeah, it's gone. Now we'll just wait for the attack shift to disappear. And then we will be able to annihilate it. Good night. Excellent. Next target, please. They have to know this is exactly what our plan is. Like, there's no way they cannot know. Incoming missiles. passing through us harmlessly, thankfully. Although there was always a chance that it would actually hurt us. A lot more missiles are going through. Almost looking purple in that. But of course the AI does not have access to purple missiles. They only have access to red, except in very specific cases, like, you know, this Stardox. So lots more incoming missiles. They're not going to do a whole heck of a lot to us, but they will be slightly annoying. And again, once again, we will just park and fire a pseudoplasma torpedo, pick off the shuttle with our phasers, and then annihilate them with all our other heavy weapons. So let's pull down to a nice little stop. Fire the pseudoplasma torpedo, target the shuttle. Oh, the shuttle, oh no, it's destroyed. Goodbye. Yep, last target. Let's see if they can handle it on their own. They can. Wow. That's a major victory for the AI, and also a very fast mission for us. 4 minutes in total. That's pretty quick for a shipyard assault. Those missions normally take around 10 minutes. So good job, everybody. Another surprise roast. I am going to take advantage of these. We are low in cash, and at this point, game, kind of screw you. I'm going to take advantage of anything I can get. All hands, of course, to battle posts. We are apparently fighting the Hydrons. So a Hydron frigate, a Hydron frigate, a Hydron light cruiser, a Hydron light cruiser, and a whole bunch of frigates. Interesting. So let's just kick the engines up to maximum power and try and figure out which of these light cruisers we need to kill. You're a heavy war destroyer, and you're a Legion? Legionnaire? No, can't be. I think this light cruiser is more dangerous. And it does look bigger. Oh, I see you. Actually, that's an interesting question there. Doesn't really matter. I mean, we are just going to get in there and annihilate them before they have a chance to stop us. So the actual, what specific class doesn't quite matter at the level when you're in a battleship this big, which we are. So we're running now at full speed. I don't think we have any escorts today. Nope. We are all on our lonesome. We will, of course, send the pseudo-frigates off to kill this one. They shall do an excellent job, I assume. Could be wrong, but they tend to do good work. So, launch, and target you, and slow down the speed of time. Hi, thank you. Pseudo-torpedo, just to... It's not to bait out anything, it's specifically so that his point defense phasers will not do anything. Turn harder, so that we're not right on top of it when it explodes, because it is about to explode. Boom. Okay, that's one. Hi, phasers, all going to target at you, and it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt a lot. A whole bunch of phaser fire in there, and about to follow that with a whole bunch more phaser fire. There we go, that's another one dead. And a pseudo-torpedo. Not quite what I was looking for, but that'll be fine. That will be just okay. And his point defense system, of course, eating up, and then we come back around. We do, of course, need to slow down, because at this speed, none of the weapons are really actually charging. We're about to run into another one, and our phasers are about to come back online, so that we might be able to pass through him and annihilate him with ease. One would hope. No guarantees, though. There never is in this business. And we'll just get right on top of him. Can you finish killing him sometime soon? I mean, you do have quite a few heavy weapons. 76 damage, almost knocked him out, but not quite. Starhawks, how are you doing? Hopefully working a little bit faster. There we go, another one down. And we will make tracks for the Gen Plus. I don't know what it does. I don't know what it's for. I don't think we were ever actually in one of these. And the phasers are about to get involved. Phasers fully charged, ready to rock. Hopefully we will be able to kill him with one shot. And we did. Excellent. And we're now going to come around. If you don't kill him by the time we make it there... Oh, good, you did. Slow down the speed of time. Back to normal. As they just barely managed to finish things before I had to get involved. Let's see how much prestige that was worth. It should be around like 300, right? That's what I'm expecting. 300 prestige. Wonderful. No neutralized tile, although it is getting rather weak. It may behoove us to go back after it. Who cares? I guess the game wants us to go back after it, and it is a patrol. And hopefully this will at least neutralize the tile. If we can neutralize the tile, then we'll have ourselves in a position to steal the tile, and this would be a great besieging area. Hit the red alert, hit the enveloping plasma torpedoes, hit the ECCM systems as usual, and of course reinforce that forward shield with all that wonderful power we're about to have. No targets as of right now. Let's increase speed just a tiny bit and increase the speed of time, since manipulating time is easier than manipulating our power values. There's our target, way off in the distance. She's a frigate, a DWC, a War Destroyer Command? Commando? No, it's not a commando. It is a triple nacelle design, though. So no enemy targets as of right now. Let's pick up the speed, and we will kill him in a single pass. Don't think we're going to be able to hit him in 1 minute just because of the rates of closure here. Increase speed, please. There we go. And we will fire an R-type plasma torpedo at him, or a pseudo-torpedo, rather. I wonder if I could get away with firing an S-type plasma torpedo at him. So there goes the pseudo-torpedo, and we will start our turn out. And I do anticipate, and I was right. Aha! And now we'll turn in. All heavy plasma torpedoes are ready to rock. You're up to speed. I see all this. Good night. And that's a mission. Mission complete. Excellent. I thought I was worried for a second that I had misread, and it wasn't actually a patrol. It was some other kind of important mission. Luckily, it wasn't. I'm in 15 seconds, a little bit longer than I was hoping. 1 minute would have been fine, but we were going a bit slow for that. 126 prestige for that? Really? And the tile is neutral, so let's see if we can't grab it, unless it's a long mission that it's going to force us to go on. It's not going to give us any mission. Interesting. Come on, game. I just want to steal a starbase super quick. Seriously, what the heck? Surely you can come up with something. There we go. I will go on a patrol, because I don't feel like going on an asteroid base assault. Mainly because I'm still feeling a little bit salty about last episode, so I'm going to take every advantage I can get. All hands to battle posts. Enveloping plasma torpedoes, electronic warfare systems, and shielding systems, reinforce, all that good stuff. There we go. And increase the speed of time to the maximum. Increase the speed of ship very slightly, because we can't go super fast as long as we're maximum charging our double charge phasers. It is an XCA, a full-on XCA and an HCW. You, of course, are the primary target for obvious reasons. You are capable of almost taking our lunch money. You most certainly are not. You're a heavy war destroyer. I don't care about you. You, on the other hand, we were in X-type heavy cruisers for quite some time in our Federation campaign. They are amazing. They should not be thought low of. The amount of firepower they bring to the table is huge. And boom. Look at that. That's a ton of firepower. Start to turn away. Select all plasma torpedoes. We are going to have to hit them with everything we've got. And of course, the XCA series is just super well shielded. He may even ignore this. I'm preparing all plasma torpedoes. Nope, he didn't. He actually believed that was real. Do I? I think I must. I do dare, and I must dare. So launching the Starhawks, letting them set up on harass. If they get close, he has 4 G-type plasma torpedoes. They will take your lunch. So get ready for it. Fire all the plasma torpedoes now. Begin your turn immediately. Long-range phasers. I don't care if we're skirmishing and not doing a whole heck of a lot. There we go. Getting good hits on there. All of his shields are out. Prepare the stern-firing plasma torpedo. There we go. That'll be 60 damage right on in through the hull. More phaser fire just to keep things on their toes. I've taken out his shields, but we haven't taken out many important systems as of yet. Gotta keep the range going. Ooh, crap. I didn't quite think of that. I can't be anywhere near you. If I get near you, I'm gonna get myself killed. I do need to call you guys back, though, because as long as that heavy war destroyer is out there, he's gonna be too much of a threat for you. As you can see, he's just knocked out your shield. Keep firing the phasers. We need to keep denting him, hopefully badly. And stay outside of the range of 3. If you get within that range, you're just asking for trouble. More light phaser fire, see if we can't hurt him. Come on, start plinking away systems. I need them to be gone. We have another round of enveloping plasma torpedoes preparing. I probably should cut that down, but I want them ready for the HTW. We were able to bring a heavy shield up in time in order to take hits from that heavy phaser A. And you know what? We're not actually never mind, I was going to reinforce that shield, but I guess not. Keep firing the phasers, keep blasting away, just keep pumping the fire into it. And I don't care that it's sort of plinking away attacks, because that actually works in our favor. Because if we set up little attacks like that, it's more likely to cause disabling damage. I gotta stay outside that range of 3. Big mine, big mine. Just to keep him away. We've got to stay outside of a range of 3. You get inside that range of 3, you're just asking for trouble. He does not have any defense against plasma torpedoes right now. And he is starting to turn away. I think, yep, he knows. He knows we're now going to come in at him with plasma torpedoes. Stern-firing plasma torpedo is ready. I am actually going to target you and pseudo everything I've got at you. There we go. We've knocked out his shields once again, and the phasers were able to finish him off. And yeah, definitely he dumped his wild weasel. plasma torpedoes, only going to have 2 of them ready for this shot. So it's not going to be fantastic. But we should be in a relatively good position here. Will our point defense system take this out? I would hope, but I guess not. So we'll just get in nice and tight on this. And by the time we're ready to go, yeah, it's just going to drift on there. And he's at speed. All plasma torpedoes. Prepare fire all phasers. Knocking down his shields a bit. Phasers on and through. He then, like a boss, just stuck there stone cold, took the fire from ahead and punked all of his plasma torpedoes dead in, or his photon torpedoes dead into our face. So you have to admire the balls on that, Captain. A cool customer, no doubt. Unfortunately, I think he's out of tricks. As he swings along to the other side, we are able to slam into him with our stern firing phasers. Now, I am going to let the Yamamoto gain a little bit of distance on us because we have R-type plasma torpedoes. Although, to be fair, I don't think we actually have an angle on him yet. There we go. Now he's dropping in speed. Really tempted to turn on the tractor beam and try and shove him into the mine. Just for sentimental reasons. Although a plasma torpedo would be very nice here. Come on, just get the nose around. Bring it around enough. He doesn't have a shuttle bay. He's totally helpless to us. He's still going around at a speed of 5.2, which is pretty impressive for, you know, a ship that has no systems left. But that's going to end him. Good night, Irene. The Yamamoto now sinking. It was a destroyer. Now it is just plasma. And a beautiful nebula in the background. Very green, just like us. 286 prestige for our troubles and a tile taken. Now we can start putting the pressure on this planet properly. No longer having to dart between long-range distances. The noose is definitely tightening here, and once we take this, that'll cut them off into even more smaller pockets. We are just running train through the Federation at this point. Now, if only we could get our King Condors back. Well, anyway, that's going to do it for this episode. I've been Turek. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to receive a notification every time for these videos, press that little bell icon, leave a comment, and I will see you all in the next episode.